You were born in 1981, in an adobe house in the hills of Michoacán, where everything smelled of wet earth, wood smoke, and boiling corn. Not Mexico City, not the sea, a dusty pueblo, a church, and fields climbing the mountains. Your father was a campesino, his father was a campesino. The land was small, borrowed from the ejido, and it was everything. Your mother woke before the sun to grind corn for tortillas, for children in 2 rooms. By the pueblo's measure, you were not poor, you were the one who understood the land. At age you knew when the rain would come by the smell of the wind, which seed was alive, which was dead, just by holding it. Your grandfather washed you once, and grunted, "Good hands." That was the highest praise you would hear for 10 years. He taught you the only law that mattered, el maíz no miente. He said, "The corn does not lie, people lie, the weather lies, the market lies. But you put a seed in the ground, and it tells you the truth." So you learned the land like a language, when to burn, when to sow, when to let it rest. Corn, beans and squash, the way it was done for 1,000 years. The milpa fed you. It did not make you money, but money was a city word. Here, wealth was a full sack. You thought it would always be like this. You were wrong. In 1994, a paper was signed in a city you would never see. They called it free trade, NAFTA. American corn poured across the border, cheap, in mountains, grown by machines on land bigger than your whole valley. Your father took his harvest to market and came back with nothing. The price had fallen below the cost of the seed, the corn had not lied. The man who set the price had. Then the peso broke, savings turned to paper overnight. The rains failed 2 years running, the land cracked. Your father borrowed. Then he borrowed against the borrowing. Your older brother was already gone, el norte, to the north. He sent photographs. He sent dollars. He did not send the truth. You did not choose to leave. There was simply nothing left to stay for. You sold the ox. You paid a coyote with your mother's tears. You were 18. You carried 1 bag and your grandfather's words. The desert does not care about good hands. 3 nights walking. No water by the second. A man in your group sat in the sand and did not get up. You did not stop. You had learned that on the land too. On the 4th morning, you crossed a dry river into Arizona. They drove you north, packed in a van with no windows. California. Fields to the horizon, flat and endless and green. The same work, bent backs. The sun, a knife. The soil, but this earth was not yours. It belonged to a name on a sign. Strawberries, then lettuce, then grapes. Whatever was ripe, 12 men in 1 house. A mattress shared in shifts. You learned the new rules fast. Work fast. Stay invisible. Say nothing. And run from the green trucks. La migra. Every 2 weeks you wired the money home. Remises. You ate the cheapest food so the envelope would be fatter. You grew food for a country that did not want to see you. The years went by the way the seasons used to. You married. You had children. Born here. Citizens. With soft hands. They would never know the smell of wet earth before the rain. Your grandfather was right. The corn never lied to you. It told you the truth the men never would. You spend your life growing a harvest that other people eat. And still, every spring, your hands reach for the soil, because the land was the only language that never lied.